think we're live. I'm not sure if it's working on Instagram, but we'll find out afterwards. So, hello everyone. What day is it? It's the 21st of February, 2024. It's 12 o'clock. If you're watching live and you want to drop me some angry faces for the algorithm, that would be amazing. If not, that's fine. I'm not the boss of you. And if you're watching on replay, hello from the future or from the past. So this is something a little bit different because you probably have heard me talking about Lisa. If you've seen me doing anything recently, you'll have heard Lisa spoken about, but you might not have seen Lisa. This is my friend Lisa. She's also an incredible strategist, online business guru. I know you don't like that word, but hey ho, we're going with it. And someone who has revolutionized the way that I do things in my business and actually also in my personal life. And so I'm partnering with Lisa on something coming up quite soon. And I wanted to put her in front of you so you've got to see who she is and hear a little bit about the challenge that she's running that I have done every year for the past 3 years. And I freaking love this challenge. So I'm going to shut up now. And I'm going to let you speak.
We do have fun in this challenge. Yeah, basically what I help people with in a nutshell, because some of you might be like, I don't have a business. I'm not in business. It's not really about that with me. It is for a lot of business strategists. But the reason I do what I do is because I want to help people that need more time. Now, I think time is the only thing that we don't have more of. It's really important that we have more time, and that might be to spend with our kids. You know, I homeschooled my kids for 6 months last year. It might be because you've got elderly relatives. It might be because you just want to spend more time with the people that you love, doing the things you love. And sometimes we can't do that because we either have a 9-to-5 job or we have a business that basically is a 6 to 11, which seems to happen when you start a business. And I realized there was another way of doing things, of making money, now that we have this amazing online world. And so 7 years ago, I started teaching people like how to make money from the knowledge that you have in your head. Now, that knowledge might not be business knowledge. It might be. You might have things that you know from, I don't know, jobs you've had in the past or jobs you've got now. Maybe you're a PR person or advertising or speaking, you know, any of those things. But it might not be that. It could be, like for me, I know how to potty train twins because I've got twins. And so I did it. And so that's experience that I've got that I could teach someone else to do. And basically, I believe that your knowledge isn't common knowledge. We all go, well, everyone knows what I know. I don't know anything. And that's not actually true. There is definitely something you know that other people want to know. And if anyone's ever said to you, oh, can I pick your brains? That means you have something that people will pay for. And so that's it's about, it's about getting that knowledge out of your head and into a course or into a membership or into a workshop or something that you can then sell. And that's what I train people to do. And the reason I do the challenge every year for free is to show people they do know stuff and to show them exactly how they can then make money from it. Because that's what I did. You know, I started out £35,000 in debt 7 years ago, and now I've made 16 million in that time. And it's not really about me. It's about all the other people that I've helped. So I've helped make millionaires. Not everyone wants to be a millionaire, and I get that. Like some people just want an extra couple of grand a month to pay for the family holiday, or just so they don't have to go to work, quite frankly, and they can spend the time at home with their kids. And I get that. And so it's really about giving back this challenge and helping people for free over 4 days, and showing them that there is another way to make money and that anyone can do it. Like, it's not just certain people.
Yeah. And when I did the first time I did Race to Recurring Revenue, I was amazed because I thought it was a business challenge for business people. And then I saw people coming in there who were like saying things like, oh, I know how to, because my granny taught me how to redo patterns to make things to fit plus size bodies. I could show people how to do that. Or I know how to plan a trip for a family of 5 who have autistic kids to Disneyland for less than 10 grand. And like the things that's the stuff that's like really exciting. They're like really kind of like, and I know that you talk about this, that there's no such thing as too niche, right? And you don't realize what you've got in your head that other people would pay to have access to.
And you were just talking about that, like taking a family abroad. The first passive income I ever bought was I was taking my twins to Disneyland, And it's like a military operation, Disneyland. I've never seen anything like it. You have to schedule everything in. So I was like looking if someone has already done this before, because I didn't have the time to do it. And I found an ebook basically on how to take 2 under 2s to Disneyland. And I bought it, and I think it was like really cheap, like £10 or something. But when I read it, I was like, she's putting this in all the Disney groups. So I got in touch with her and I was like, how much do you make from this one thing that you wrote like every month? And she was making several £100s every single month for 3 years, and she just updated it every now and again. And that's actually what triggered me thinking about, hold on, that means anyone can make money from anything that they know.
What have you seen that have been like the things that people have come to raise to recurring revenue, and they've just been, like I say, but they've not been a business person, and they've pitched up the challenge and they've done something? Because this is what really excites me. I love seeing this challenge every year. I come back and do it every year and I always get something from it. But the thing I love the most is seeing these light bulbs going off, and then the updates. People are like, oh, I've just launched this and it's paid for this. I love that. I love seeing
I love that. I mean, there's been some crazy ones, like Lauren, obviously. Like Lauren came to me and was like, oh, I don't know what business to have. She had businesses already, but she was like, I want a passive income stream that's nothing to do with my business. I was like, all right, let's write down a list of things that you like then, because it didn't have to be things you know, it could be things you like, because people like to be around other people that like the same things as them. As you know, like that's why there's Facebook groups full of people who are in the same situations. So she was like, I really like the theatre. And I was like, okay, why don't we have a membership for people that like the theatre then? And so she set this membership up for people that like the theatre a few months before all the theatres closed because of COVID. That membership made I think it's nearly 5 million now. It's made over 4 million in this small space of time.
I'm in her membership.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that was a crazy one, because people sometimes come to me with an idea, and I will admit that sometimes I go, oh, I don't know how well that will do, because I kind of know which things will do well. But we'll give it a go anyway. Like Roz came to me and she was like, I want to show people how to like cut flowers from your garden. And I was like, all right, I wonder how many people want that. Like, I don't know. I'm not her ideal client, obviously, but some people might want that. She made £500,000 from these courses about how to like cut flowers. So it always astounds me, like the hula hooping one. I had a woman who said, well, I know how to hula hoop. Do you think people want to know how to hula hoop? And I was like, some people might want to know it. So she put this like workshops out there on how to hula hoop, and she was making like 30 grand every month on how to hula hoop. So yeah, we've seen everything. It's not just, people often used to say to me, oh, I think it's like you only make money from courses and things if you're teaching people how to make money. And I can see why they think that. But my biggest success stories, my millionaires, haven't had anything to do with money. Like Caroline, narcissistic abuse. She was helping people who have been divorced because she was married to a narcissist. She was helping other women that have been married to a narcissist and have been through that kind of abuse. She's made 3 million. Like, yeah. You can do big things. You don't have to do big things. You can do small things. Yeah. And that's okay too.
I like that as well, that so when we talk about like recurring revenue, I think people think, oh, a membership or a subscription, but it can be anything, can't it? It's like the idea is you make it once, you sell it lots of times. That's
yeah. Like I was a Sunday Times bestseller. You were a Sunday Times bestseller. Those books make us money. We wrote it once, it was hard work, but then we make money from it over and over again. That's the same with all of it. Like, the easiest way to really think of passive income is a spare room, because it's really hard to buy the room, to decorate the room, to put furniture in the room, to advertise that room on like Gumtree or whatever. That's like your work, you're building your asset. But then after that, someone can stay in that room and pay you every single month, and you're not really having to do anything. It's like making money from it over and over again. That's the same thing, whether you've got a membership or a course or a workshop or templates or an ebook or a meditation, I don't know, anything. Once you've done it once, if you know how to do it and how to grow the audience and how to launch it properly, which is what I teach you in this challenge I've got coming up, you can make money from it over and over again.
Amazing. So the challenge itself is next week.
Monday now, yeah.
And talk me through a little bit what will happen in the challenge. It's free, right? People will
free. Some people,
and so far like 10,000 people are signed up for this intake. Is that right?
Yes, we've had 50,000 people go through it. At the moment, we're over 10,000 people on this one. I only do it once a year. which is why we get so many. But some people come every year because they get new ideas and they do new passive income streams, which I quite like. I'm really transparent. I sell a course at the end of it. You don't have to buy that. I'm not one of those people that are like, buy the course. You have to buy the course. Like, it doesn't matter to me. I want people to at least experience it so they can go away and do their own thing, even if they don't buy the course.
And there is enough in the challenge to go away and do something. It's not just and I'll teach you this in the course when you spend this money with me at the end. It doesn't work like that.
Doesn't work like that. And actually what happens is some people don't. They go away and make some money just from what they've learned in the challenge. And then sometimes they come back into the course the next year to go in a bit deeper in. And that's totally
That was
cool.
me. I did the challenge first year and then I joined your program the second year because I saw what I did with the stuff from the free challenge. And then I signed up for the proper course. But I got value and I made money with what I learned in the challenge.
Here's what I teach you. So first Sunday night, we'll have a little opening party for 15 minutes where I'll tell you exactly what the rules are, what the challenge is. And then we start on Monday for 4 days. I'll come in at 10 o'clock. It doesn't matter if you can't make it live. Most people catch up with it in the day at some point. And I will teach you each part of the step-by-step to making passive income. And then I'll give you a thing to do, a task that will take you no more than an hour, probably less. And you'll go away and you'll do it and you'll post it in the group. Everyone that does all 4 parts of the challenge and posts it in the group goes in a draw to win things from Chanel and Dior and nice places like that, because I believe in accountability and that gives you some. And then on the Monday after, we have a masterclass where I kind of bring it all together and so that it all makes complete sense to you. And that's when we'll tell you who the winners are as well. But we have a right laugh. Like, the best bit is day one, because day one, everyone comes in going, well, I don't even know what I'd do. I don't know what idea I'd have for a passive income stream. And by the end of day one, there are like thousands of ideas in the Facebook group. And these people going, I could do that. I could do that too. And all these ideas come out and it makes you think differently about how you can make money, which is what it's all about for me.
It does. It changes the way you do things. Like, because I've done this work with you and because I've done One to Many, which is the program that follows it, I look at things completely differently now. I've been working on a webinar this morning for authors, and I'm like, I should be selling this. Like I'm making it for my author cohort, but I'm like, this is going to become probably a passive income stream for me. It will become a standalone, buy it on my website, let me show you how to promote a book. Like, it's not what I do. It's not what I'm known for, but it is something that I know that I can give value with. And it's something that I know that other people will be able to use and make money off. And I know one of the things that I think is really important to state here is that, because you've said this before, is that you don't do this for the money. You do it because you love it and you make good money because of it. But can you speak to that part of people that are like, I've got this thing in my head and it feels not okay to ask people to pay for something. Yeah. Can you speak to that? Because I know that's a massive thing for lots of people.
We see it loads, and you get why, because most people are doing stuff because they want to help people. And so they think, well, I can't charge for helping people because they're in a certain situation. The reality is, though, that helping people and making a lot of money aren't mutually exclusive. You can do both. There are options that people can have. People can choose to have something for free out there, or they can choose to pay for something, just like healthcare or anything else. They get a choice. And when we charge for something, it's a choice. We're not forcing someone to do it. But by not doing it, by not putting it out there, you're taking away an opportunity for someone who wants the choice to pay for something. Like me, for example, if there's something for free and there's something that's paid for, I'll always go for the paid for option, because I will believe that person has done the work to put it together. I'll always go for that. And there's lots of people like me out there that would rather pay for it.
And also, I think there's something about, by charging for things that are like the detail, the crown jewels of what is in your head, it frees you up to give more people free stuff. Like, absolutely. I have a massive Facebook community of 10,000 families that I support in there, and I don't charge for that. I can only do that because I have passive revenue. That means I get paid elsewhere for other stuff in the background, selling on my website whilst I'm over here doing free stuff.
Same with me. And there's stuff that you might have a real passion for. And I believe profit follows passion. So like, I have a passion for people that have been bullied in school. I was bullied really badly at school. I grew up in poverty. And so there was no like moving to a private school or moving to a different school or anything like that. It was where I was, and that was it. And my life was hell. And so when I got older and I realized that there'd been so many women that were bullied actually at school that now don't have confidence to do things like start their own jobs, I knew that I wanted to help people for free in that situation. The only way I'm able to do that is by making money over here with the other things that I'm teaching. And it's okay to do that. It's okay to give and to take. Like, it's all right to do both.
Yeah, I think there's a big piece in there, especially for people who are assigned female at birth or are socialized as female. We have this massive thing about we should be in service and not be being paid for it, and it's rubbish.
Yeah, there's no reason for that. It makes no sense. And also, if we're completely honest about it, people that do pay more attention. They're more likely to take that knowledge on board and to action things and to do something with it because they've got skin in the game.
Yeah.
Whereas when people don't pay, sometimes it's like, well, if this sounds hard or this sounds like something that is I don't really want to do, and so they won't do it.
Yeah, 100%. So if people want to get on the challenge, I have put a link in the comments, but drop the word Lisa in the comments and I will go back through and make sure that everybody who wants it gets a link for the challenge. We start on Sunday with like a little warm up, and then the challenge proper starts on Monday. Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. You'll like
it. It is going to be fun. And as someone who did it first time round, and I won a very posh hamper first time I did it.
Did you win?
Yeah, it was very exciting. I was like, and it arrived, and it was like a Fortnum and Mason hamper, and I was so excited. It was the nicest thing that I'd ever had.
You won. That's so funny. I never know who the winners are.
Yeah, first time round I won the hamper. I can't remember what I won it for. It will have been for just not being able to keep my mouth shut in the group. Probably.
Yeah.
I also like that you reward people who are gobshites. Like, bring in the gobshites. I'm like, hey, here I am. Okay, so if you would like to get in on Lisa's Race to Recurring Revenue Challenge, drop a Lisa in the comments. I will make sure you get a link. You have genuinely nothing to lose. All you are swapping to be part of this challenge is your email address. And Lisa has an unsubscribe button on the bottom of all her emails because she talks about you don't want people who don't want your stuff in their inbox clogging up your lists. So if once you've got to know Lisa a bit more, you like her, you'll get emails from her regularly. If you don't, you don't have to. It genuinely is a no-brainer. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited because I've got loads of ideas and I'm waiting for the challenge to start because I know that it'll help me really crystallize things.
Yeah, so everyone's done.
Amazing. Thank you, Lisa. Enjoy the rest of your day. I know that you're in Tenerife with the fam this week.
Yeah.
So thank you for spending some time with me today. And for those of you who are watching on replay, drop a Lisa in the comments and I will make sure you get a link. See you all later. Bye.
See ya.